Ever feel stuck in the same cycles working hard but seeing no real change? Welcome to Personal Evolution Podcast. Today, John and Lisa crack open the limiting beliefs and hidden paradigms sabotaging your growth. Using Bob Proctor's legendary strategies, they'll reveal how to rewire your mindset, harness the law of attraction, and finally break free. Before you begin, click subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss future episodes on personal growth. Abundance awaits.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into something really powerful.
We are indeed. It's all about understanding and maybe even changing those deep patterns that kind of dictate our results.
Exactly. Our progress, our achievements. I'm really looking forward to digging into this.
Me too. Because this touches on why we sometimes feel stuck, like we're running in place even when we're putting in the effort.
Totally. If you've ever felt that way, like the results just aren't matching the work or you keep falling into old habits, then this conversation is definitely for you.
We're diving into paradigms, and our main guide here is the fantastic work of Bob Proctor.
Bob Proctor. His insights were revolutionary, weren't they?
Absolutely. He really hammered home that real sustained success isn't just about grinding harder. It's about shifting something inside.
Yeah, shifting that internal awareness, those underlying beliefs. It's not just about external action.
It's funny, the same energy you might be using trying to, say, build wealth could actually be reinforcing limitations if your paradigm isn't aligned. You have to know what's going on under the hood.
He had that great analogy, didn't he? Trying to build huge success without sorting out your inner world.
Oh yeah, like building a huge, beautiful mansion, but on, unstable, shaky ground.
Eventually, it's just going to cause problems. The whole thing is compromised.
Exactly. So let's nail down what we actually mean by paradigm. Bob often called them mental programs.
Mental programs. I like that.
Yeah.
Like software running on your mind's operating system.
Precisely. And often it's running automatically, totally beneath your conscious radar.
So these programs, these paradigms, they're basic collections of, habits, beliefs.
Habits, beliefs, perceptions, values, assumptions, all bundled together deep in the subconscious mind.
And they act like filters, right? Shaping how we see everything, how we react instinctively.
Yes. They filter your whole world. And crucially, they control your habitual behavior.
And habits determine results.
Bingo!
Oh.
So if you don't like your results, you got to look at the habits. And if you want to change the habits,
you have to look at the underlying paradigm driving them. It all links back.
Think about your morning routine. Simple example.
Right. You don't consciously think through every step of getting up, brushing your teeth, making coffee.
Not usually, no. It's mostly automatic. Run by that program.
And if that applies to simple routines, it definitely applies to the bigger stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Your relationship with money, your sense of self-worth, your health choices, how you communicate.
Even what you think is possible for you. What you believe you can or can't do.
It defines your comfort zone, essentially. Step outside it and you feel that resistance. That's the paradigm pushing back.
Now, it's important to say paradigms aren't automatically bad, are they?
Not at all. You could have a really empowering paradigm about learning, for instance. Makes you jump into new things with confidence.
But if you have a limiting one, say, about your intelligence, you'd probably avoid those same challenges.
Exactly. Same situation, totally different response based on the underlying program.
Okay, so the big question then is, how do these powerful things actually get formed in the first place? Where do they come from?
Well, Bob Proctor's model of the mind is super helpful here. He talked about the conscious and the subconscious.
Right. Conscious mind. That's the thinking part. Reasoning, making choices, analyzing stuff. It's like the gatekeeper for thoughts.
The gatekeepers, yeah. And then there's the subconscious mind. That's the powerhouse, the emotional center.
And it operates differently, doesn't it? More on feeling, repetition.
Exactly. And crucially, the subconscious doesn't reason. It can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined, or what's good for you versus bad for you.
It just accepts what's impressed upon it.
It just accepts. And that's the key to how paradigms form.
So any thought or idea that gets repeated enough times,
whether you do it consciously or it just happens through exposure,
it gets impressed on the subconscious and becomes fixed. Like a habit of thought.
Precisely. It becomes part of your programming, part of a paradigm.
And this programming starts super early. Proctor really emphasized childhood.
Oh, hugely. Especially before, say, age 6 or 7, before that conscious gatekeeper is fully developed.
So kids are just wide open, like recording machines.
Basically, yeah, soaking everything up from their environment, especially from parents, teachers, Anyone in authority.
That's that environmental conditioning, hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that.
Or seeing financial stress constantly, or being told you're shy, or you're not good at math.
Those messages just go straight in.
Straight into the subconscious. And then you add maybe genetic factors, cultural norms. It gets layered.
And the problem is most of us are never taught about this process.
Exactly. So we grow up and we just accept these programs as that's just how things are, or that's just who I am.
Not realizing it might be based on like outdated software installed when we were 5.
Totally outdated and maybe totally holding us back now.
Which leads to that internal battle, right?
Yeah.
Consciously, you want one thing, maybe financial freedom.
But your subconscious program, your paradigm, is all about scarcity and lack.
So it drives behaviors that actually undermine your goals. Like you want to save, but you keep overspending.
That conflict is exhausting. It creates so much friction.
But, and this is the really good news, isn't it?
This is the fantastic news, the core of Bob Proctor's message. You are not stuck with those paradigms forever.
You can actually change them. You can rewrite the code.
Absolutely. It's not magic. It's just understanding how the mind works. It takes conscious, consistent effort to plant new ideas, new beliefs into that subconscious.
And Proctor laid out a really clear framework for doing this. His 3 steps to change a paradigm.
Yes, a really practical roadmap. Let's walk through them.
Okay, step 1. This sounds simple, but it's crucial. Clearly define your goal or identify the problematic area.
Super foundational. Proctor always said the subconscious needs clarity. Vague goals get vague results or no results.
So not just, I want more money.
No. How much money? By when? What will you do with it? Get specific. Write it down.
Make it real. Use your senses to imagine it. If it's a behavior pattern, describe the new behavior you want.
You're setting a clear destination for your conscious mind. Tells it where to focus.
Okay, makes sense. Then, step 2.
Step 2, uncover your current paradigm around that goal or problem. This is where the deep dive really happens.
And it requires serious honesty, right? No sugarcoating.
Brutal honesty, as Proctor would say, but without judging yourself, just observe. He suggested writing down everything associated with that goal or problem.
Thoughts, feelings, beliefs, memories.
All of it. Mind mapping can be great here. Goal in the center, then branch out.
What comes up? Excitement, dread, impossibility. What are the instant excuses or fears?
Yeah, like people like me don't get that, or it's just luck, or I'm not disciplined enough.
It's too late. What will people think?
Or maybe stuff you heard growing up. Money's dirty, success means sacrifice. Dig for those roots.
This step is like a self-diagnosis. You're making the invisible program visible.
It can be uncomfortable, sure, but you can't change what you're not aware of. Awareness is the first absolutely essential step.
Okay, so you've defined the goal, you've uncovered the current limiting paradigm. What's next?
Step 3, ask why, and consciously reprogram with a new idea.
So you take those limiting beliefs you found.
And you challenge them, gently but firmly. Ask why. Why do I believe that? Where did that idea really come from?
Trace it back, maybe to a comment someone made years ago, a conclusion you drew from one bad experience.
Exactly. And when you see the origin, often something quite small or irrelevant now, the belief starts to lose its power.
You realize it's not some fundamental truth about you, it's just a learned idea.
And if it was learned, it can be unlearned and replaced with something better.
This is where affirmations come in, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
used correctly. An affirmation is a positive statement in the present tense, describing the reality you choose to create. It's the opposite of the old limiting belief.
So instead of, I always struggle with money,
It becomes something like, I am now living in financial abundance, money flows to me easily and often.
or I'm terrible at public speaking, becomes.
I am a confident, clear, and engaging speaker. I enjoy sharing my ideas.
But crucially, just saying the words isn't enough. Proctor was really big on this.
Absolutely critical point. You have to impress the new idea onto the subconscious. And the subconscious understands 2 main things: repetition and feeling.
Repetition, so saying the affirmation many times a day.
Yes. Write it down, carry it, say it morning, noon, night. Make it constant. Consistent repetition is key.
And the feeling part.
You have to feel it as true while you say it. Generate the emotion of already having achieved it. What would financial abundance feel like? What would confidence feel like?
Connect the words to the emotion.
Yes. The feeling is like the fuel that drives the idea deep into the subconscious, overwriting the old program.
It's like carving a new path in a field. The old one is well worn.
That's your old paradigm. Easy to flow.
But each time you repeat the affirmation with feeling,
You're taking a step on the new path, making it clearer, stronger. Eventually, it becomes the new default.
those 3 steps are powerful. But there are other things that can help too. Amplify the process.
Oh, definitely. Complementary practices. Visualization is huge.
So after setting the goal and crafting the affirmation, actually picturing it.
Vividly. Use all your senses. See it, hear it, feel it happening now. It sends powerful signals to the subconscious.
And your environment matters too.
Immensely.
Yeah.
If you're trying to build a health paradigm but hang out with people who constantly push junk food, it's an uphill battle.
So surrounding yourself with supportive influences. People, books, podcasts, things that reinforce the new belief.
Yes. And also identifying your triggers.
The things that set off the old pattern.
Exactly. What situations, people, or thoughts tend to kick off the old reaction or negative self-talk when you spot them?
You can consciously choose a different response. Insert the new affirmation instead. Takes practice though.
Definitely takes practice. And that leads to patience and persistence. This is rewiring your brain, essentially. It takes time.
There will be setbacks. Days the old paradigm feels strong.
Totally normal. Just gently redirect back to the new affirmation, the feeling, the vision. Don't beat yourself up.
And celebrate the small wins.
Yes. Acknowledge every little shift in thinking, feeling, or behavior that aligns with the new paradigm. Reinforce it.
Let's quickly run that public speaking example through this.
Okay. Step 1 goal. Confidently deliver a 10-minute presentation. Clear.
Step 2, uncover. Fear of judgment, feeling boring, memory of that bad school event, maybe a parent's old comment.
Right. Step 3, ask why. Trace it back. Realize the past isn't the present. Create the affirmation. I am a confident, prepared, engaging speaker.
Then they repeat it with feeling, visualize success, maybe join Toastmasters or practice with a friend.
And consciously replace fear thoughts with the affirmation. They notice small improvements, feeling less nervous, speaking more clearly, and celebrate those.
And over time, with persistence, that new paradigm takes hold.
Exactly. It becomes their new reality because they consciously installed it.
So understanding paradigms really shifts things, doesn't it? It's not about blaming yourself.
Not at all. It's about recognizing there might be an outdated program running and knowing you have the power to update it.
You're not a victim of your past. You can be the architect of your mind.
And therefore the architect of your life and your results. It's incredibly empowering.
So the challenge for everyone listening.
Yes. Pick one area this week where the results aren't what you want. Just one.
And apply these 3 steps. Be really honest in step 2.
Be persistent and feel it in step 3. And be kind to yourself through it all.
This journey of shifting paradigms, it's really about freedom, isn't it?
Freedom from limitations. Freedom to express your potential. Freedom to create the life you truly want.
It takes courage, for sure. But you absolutely have what it takes.
We really believe that. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive today.
We really hope this conversation sparks something for you, give you tools to make real, lasting changes.
Keep doing that inner work. You are absolutely worthy of the results you desire. All right, that's our episode on paradigms for today. We really hope this conversation sparks some useful insights for you. We'd love to hear your thoughts, what resonated with you most. Leave us a comment wherever you're listening. And if you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button or leave a rating. It truly helps. Don't forget to subscribe to the Personal Evolution Podcast and turn on notifications so you never miss future episodes designed to help you unlock your potential. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.